It's a whole new day, isn't it?
A new day is dawning.
So before we get into that, we've had quite a bit of excitement the last few weeks with sort of new types of shows as the Boomer Broads. Hi everybody, I'm Anne Marie, this is Janet, and you've seen me jump out of a plane, you've seen me get, squished into a mammography.
And I've done absolutely nothing but drink excessively, which is my usual.
And about to go off and do a whole lot of that.
Oh, yes, I can. No. No drinking. No drinking. I'm about to go for a week to a spa in Ojai, California. I need to start fresh. I really do. I'm getting stale. And I'm going to start fresh, and I will bring the camera, so you'll get to see me getting massages. This will be very riveting.
Will you be coming back with a new personality, too?
I doubt that. I doubt that. Maybe I'll be calmer. Maybe I'll like you more. But no, I need a fresh start. I'm feeling, and this election wore me out. I mean,
it wore us all out.
It always wears you out. The ads alone, it's enough. And now you know what happens. These ads, what's next? Now it's holiday shopping ads.
I know.
It's like we get a moment.
Holidays.
Oh, just shoot.
But in a way, it's a good thing because we're media hounds and we do this for a living, and it's good to know that the media at least are solid. That's one business right now that's doing very well.
Oh yeah.
One industry that's doing
very well. People are buying
ads.
That's for sure. Which is good.
So let's talk about it.
All right.
I mean, I think we need to address it. We're a little depressed.
We're Democrats by nature. We're both. I'm an independent. Are you an independent?
Well, I'm an independent. I'm registered as an independent, but I usually vote Democrat.
Me too. I am the same way.
And I must say that I love Nancy Pelosi, but I must also admit that I might be only one of a handful of people in this country.
Well, you just said to me, and I didn't even know it. 8% approval rating. And you know how I know she was such a culprit? If you saw the ads for the Republicans, at least 50% mentioned, and my opponent voted with Nancy Pelosi all year. Her name was singled out more than Obama. She was the culprit more than Obama.
I really
she lost
think,
this election for the Democrats.
And I agree. I really think that this is such an incredible, honestly, an incredible lesson, civics lesson.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 years ago we were giddy. We're euphoric.
We are the most impatient country ever. But I do think you become impatient when jobs when the economy's stupid is the issue. You do become impatient. When you don't have money, you don't have jobs, you really need to make some things happen fast, and I think that's what happened to America. It's pretty simple.
And honestly, I think that's going to be hard-pressed to get anything done for the next couple of years anyway.
Yes.
But I honestly believe that the fundamental mistake was on the part of the Democrats. I just don't think they got it. Lucy is weighing in on that. I don't think that they
took advantage of the opportunity.
They didn't get out there early enough. It was all of a sudden, it's like, oh my God, what maybe we should get out there a little.
And I think Obama made some mistakes. I mean, I am an Obama mama. I am. I really like the guy, but I think his focus really should have been 100% on the economy because that's what people cared about. And although universal health care was something he promised Ted Kennedy and he wanted to do, and I get it, it probably was somewhat misguided to make such a priority so soon when the economy needed more attention. And I think there are a lot of mistakes. But Massachusetts, we might add, because we live here, we did, for those of you who are Democrats and want to have something to celebrate, we remained a Democratic state. It was nip and tuck, though, I'll tell you. I thought Charlie Baker, the Republican candidate for governor, did a very good job of making everyone sweat.
It was a good campaign.
It
wasn't a miserably hostile, ugly
negative,
campaign,
like they can be,
as they were around in many parts of the country.
Like Barney Frank's campaign here also was pretty ugly.
There are some bright spots. I mean, Andrew Cuomo is the governor. I mean, there are some good things.
Well, I want to mention an important article that I want everybody to read, including you, young lady.
Yes, ma'am.
It's on CNN.
Young lady, I'd say that again.
Young lady. It's on CNN.com, and it's written by a young man named Adam Eigner Treewurje.
Really?
Son of Anne Marie Eigner.
Honey!
CNN.com, and it's actually very good because I just read the whole thing.
Of course it's very good.
And it points to it's the tone of the Republicans right now, and it points to the fact that this is their last shot, and they're admitting it. We have to deliver this time. We will not get another chance. we can't blow this. We got the House.
How
if we
interesting.
blow it, this is it. And I thought that was fascinating. I thought Adam did a great job of capturing that mood.
And he has a certain perspective and a certain insight because on the presidential campaign at the young age of 22, 23, he was embedded with the Republicans, even though I think philosophically he might not be...
For National Journal.
For National Journal.
Not National Review, as he reminds us, 80 times a
and
day.
NBC, and NBC.
And NBC,
so,
yeah.
And he had some particular insights. In fact, one of the candidates that at the time that he covered is now being touted as a possible Republican candidate to run against Obama, and that's Mike Huckabee, who has a national forum.
And then, of course, as Sarah Palin says, well, if I have to run, I'll run.
Yeah, twist.
If you make me,
I hope
I'll
she
run.
does, because Will Dunn, that thinks, I mean, I think once
She
you get to
irritates me.
see her, oh yeah, totally.
You irritate.
Hey,
And
Adam! Yay! Proud mama!
And I'm
Very
very
proud.
happy
I'm
that
gonna
Harry
read it, by the
Reid
way.
won also, even
I
though
am
a lot
too.
of you, I'm sure, don't like Harry, but his opponent, she was not a good one. These are not these Tea Party women, people. Chris O'Donnell, they're kind of crazy.
They're
Come on now.
loopy.
Again, I'm sure we're talking to fans who like them and respect them, and what do they call themselves? The mama bears who are protecting their cubs. These women,
please.
come on. They're all a little crazy, and I think we went the right way. At least the Senate, at least there's some balance.
Well,
still.
and I think that is very telling. I think that is the public sentiment in this country. I was personally worried yesterday when the election was we were going through the election and people were going to cast their ballots. I was worried that we were going to wind up extreme. And I think there's a balance, and honestly, the New York Times captures it, and I'm sure Adam captures it, and I can't wait to read his piece, but they say that there's a sentiment that nobody's going to solve these problems. And I think that there is a distrust of being too extreme and the Tea Party zealots, and yet a distrust of the Democrats who went too far or didn't go far enough in certain areas. And my big concern is that we're going to have a stalemate. Hold on. Let me just read something.
And you may read it, but I'm just saying, did you think we were going to have a stalemate with a Democratic Congress and a Democratic...
And we did in a lot of ways.
So,
I know.
it makes no difference.
I know.
It just doesn't make any difference.
Peter Baker...
I could be president. I could be president and get as much done.
Yeah, I have to think about whether I vote for you. I'm not sure which way I...
Thank you.
But
very much.
Peter Baker, in his analysis this morning in the New York Times, reads. I'm curious as to how. Oh, we haven't heard from the president yet. We will, I'm sure, today. But we haven't heard. What's he going to do? How's he going to do this? How's he going to get anything done over the next 2 years? And David Axelrod says, basically, his senior advisor, he's going to read the results carefully and hear the message the American people are sending. And he'll do that with care and humility. I do believe he's a good leader. He may have chosen the wrong issues for some people and some people's opinions. I think he was thrust into a really untenable position. So I don't even know whatever he would have done, whether it would have made a big difference.
Give him a chance, people. Give him a chance.
But he's going to be hard-pressed to get anything done. And they all are. Yeah. So they're going to have to work it out.
There's going to be a lot of boring fighting in Congress coming up the next couple of years.
Come on, guys. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Stalemates.
Let's make progress, and let's put people back to work, and let's hope the president hears that message, which I think he certainly will.
Yeah.
And I think he's surrounded by good people, and frankly, I want to give him a chance. And he's got a couple more years to prove it and to pick up the message.
I think he's going to prove that he is a good president. I really do think we should see it through before you make the snap decisions that we've made after 2 years. Give him the 4 years we voted him in for. And I think after the next 2 years, we're still going to look back and say Obama was a good president.
And the new
really
Speaker of the House to be, John Boehner, says, and I totally agree with this, maybe the only thing I agree with him on, that this is no time for celebrating. This is a time for work. And let's roll up our sleeves and let's get to work. And let's put people back to work. And I'm feeling like we're going in the right direction on that front, on the economy.
Well, and I think we should leave on that positive note, Anne-Marie.
Okay.
Which is very
Have
unlike
a good
us.
vacation, by the way.
Thank you very much. I'll be thinking of... No, I won't be thinking of you. I won't. That wouldn't be a vacation, would it? I will be thinking of nothing for the next 5 days, and I will You'll see it all on video. It's going to be a lot of fun.
We can't wait.
Okay.
I hope there's some good scenes jumping out of something. And
I don't know if I'll be doing a lot of jumping, but certainly there will be scenes wrapping, okay. Seaweed wrapping, and hey, how about some good exfoliation? I will deliver that to you next week.
That's a good time.
All right, everybody.
All right, folks, and send us your thoughts on how things went in your state, wherever you are. Have a great week.